Imagine a world where everything is powered by walking, by cars, by trains, by sports, by any form of movement. It sounds almost inconceivable, right? Well, allow me to introduce you to piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity is the electric polarization in certain solids resulting from applied mechanical stress. Piezoelectric properties are present in a variety of solids, including quartz, cane sugar, and even DNA. But how exactly does this fascinating phenomenon work? The piezoelectricity of a substance is determined by its atomic structure and its distribution of electric charge. Take a known piezoelectric material, quartz for example, and look at its structure on the molecular level. This here is a quartz unit cell. It's composed of one silicon atom attached to 4 oxygen atoms in a tetrahedral structure. This unit cell repeats itself over and over to form the quartz crystal. The silicon atom is less electronegative than the surrounding oxygen atoms, which means the oxygens have a higher tendency to attract shared electrons towards themselves. This creates a dipole moment along each of the silicon-oxygen bonds. Normally, the atoms in the unit cell are in such a position that the dipole moments cancel themselves out, and the unit cell along with the whole quartz crystal has a neutral charge. However, when mechanical stress is applied along a particular direction, the position of the atoms adjust and the dipole moments do not cancel out, resulting in a separate distribution of positive and negative electric charge in the cell. This is because the unit cell's atomic structure does not have a center of symmetry. The charge imbalance is repeated throughout the quartz cell until opposite charges collect on opposite faces of the crystal. The opposite charges create a potential difference that can be used to drive an electric current through a circuit and power electrical devices. Now, how is piezoelectricity currently being applied in our world? Piezoelectric technology can be found in watches, sonar technology, lighters, and more. In Rotterdam, Studio Rozengaard is making use of piezoelectric floors in clubs, which generate electrical energy from mechanical stress created by dancing to power the dance floor and the club. And in London, tech startup PaveGen is looking to implement large-scale piezoelectric sidewalks that use pedestrian walking in populated areas to power the city. But what about the future applications of piezoelectricity? In the future, piezoelectric generators could be embedded into stretches of highways, and the mechanical stress of the many vehicles on the road could produce massive amounts of electrical energy. And the movement of commuters in train stations can power the lights in the train or even the trains themselves. The potential possibilities are abundant. Let's take a look at the economics behind piezoelectricity. According to a study by Lazard, the levelized cost of piezoelectricity, which is the average net cost of electricity generation accounting for investment and maintenance, is $80 per megawatt hour. While the cost is unfortunately only second to nuclear energy and is currently the most expensive of renewable energy sources, a paper by Walubita et al. Stipulates piezoelectricity's levelized cost can be reduced dramatically with adequate research and development, to a cost that's even lower than other renewables. Here's what that could mean in a practical context. According to the US Energy Information Administration, in March 2021, New York State spent more than $1.3 billion on electricity generated from power plants. With piezoelectricity, that can reduce to $0.8 billion, and that extra $500 million can be put to better use. Another great thing about piezoelectricity is it can be implemented with existing infrastructure, jobs, and skills. Generators can be laid into roads and sidewalks to capture energy, and with the current efforts being put in to revamp our nation's infrastructure, we have a great opportunity to start the implementation of piezoelectric technology. But of course, we cannot forget the environmental implications of piezoelectricity. Unfortunately, a lot of existing piezoelectric materials, such as PZT, which is the most commonly used man-made piezoelectric material, is harmful, a health hazard, and an environmental hazard, which definitely makes it unsuitable as an environmentally friendly energy source. On the bright side, research is being done to develop environmentally safe and non-toxic materials with high piezoelectric capabilities, such as PVDF, which fits the criteria for an environmentally friendly, sustainable energy source. At the end of the day, it is up to us to further research and implement renewable energy sources such as piezoelectricity to meet the growing demand for energy and save this planet that we call home.